Welcome to the Vexxed Uncensored podcast, hosted by me, Saint, and Mo Vader. You'll be listening to us dive into taboo topics, celebrity news, discussing what's got us so vexed this week. Listen to us on iHeartRadio, Spotify, Anchor, wherever you listen to your favourite podcasts. Now let's get into the show.
Vexxed Uncensored presents Saint Remastered. The album features 11 Dolby restored tracks, written from 2011 to 2021 by Saint. It boasts an R&B pop sound with multi-octave vocals. Listen everywhere now. Welcome to Sexually Vexed.
Oh God! Straight off the bat.
Welcome back to you vexed sexuals, you horrible people.
The worst.
Yes, the grimiest of the grimiest. Now, as you may all know, we had a little holiday break because even such finely tuned machines need some time to focus on other things.
For sure. As
we're very, very wicked people, we don't actually get any rest.
No rest whatsoever.
No.
The statement is true. A bit of AS. See, I can't speak. That's what a break does to you.
That's a bit of slag ASMR for you there.
But I am Saint. If you've got my name, because it's been a month, guys.
Yes, and I'm Mo Vader.
You know, of the famed. Or infamous. The infamous Vexxed Uncensored podcast.
Oh, shit.
Known for all the wrong things.
Shout out to all the listeners out there.
Yep.
I hope you're having a lovely, wonderful day, morning, afternoon, night.
Yeah, hope September weren't as shit as everyone else's.
Mine's been okay, you know.
I don't know. Can't pick out specifics, but it's just like, just felt like a shitty month. I don't know why.
Yeah, it's that bridge between, well, in my opinion, the shitty weather of winter and autumn,
yeah,
and the good weather of, you know, the blessed summer that we had this summer.
Yeah,
the heat was all the way up there.
It was. But now it's getting cold finally.
Yes, it did. It was horrible.
And I ain't even complaining, to be honest, because I hate sweating buckets for no reason.
I fucking hate the winter. But I'm staring at a fly right now on the wall and I'm thinking, I've been putting the heating on too high. It's like still alive. It should be dead by now.
And they're so brave these days to just like dive bomb for your head. See?
We're going to get harassed.
They're listening.
We're going to get harassed the whole show. But let's get into it. Let's get into it. So we're going to jump into the topics.
Right.
And I think... Do you know what? I wanted to bring up the Queen and just go straight into the Queen because that's one of the big things that we dodged. But you know what? We're going to respect the structure of the show.
Yeah, why not?
We will just pick at random and have a go at it.
Right, so first topic is...
Illegible. Scribblings.
No, it's I'm just trying to figure out what, like... It starts off saying anal beads. Cheating scandal. Is it Hans Nilman?
Yes, it's Hans Nilman and what's the other guy's name on them? Something.
I want to say his name is Magnus Carlsen.
That's it. Hans Nilman, who is a chess grandmaster.
Oh right, yeah.
Is currently under fire, being accused of cheating to defeat Morgan.
Oh, Magnus. Okay.
He defeated Magnus.
Right.
People are accusing him of using anal beads that would vibrate when he's choosing the correct move.
What?
Yeah. Yes.
What?
Yep. Anal beads. Right answer.
I've heard of the vibrating underwear that women will wear and then their partner will buzz them like as they're out and about. I've heard that shit.
Yeah. He used them to cheat. Now, I had purchased some vibrating anal eggs.
Right, okay.
Not to give out too much detail. And it comes with a little remote. You can switch it on, you can switch it off, you can
So
pause.
it's got Bluetooth.
Yeah. You
Up
can
the
pause
butthole.
it. There's a little pause button. So if you wanted to do like Morse code with it, you could. Dot, 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 dot,
Oh shit.
dash, dot, dash.
Hold on a minute. Let's get down to how they discovered this alleged use of anal beads. Vibrating anal beads at that.
Yeah, because toys make noise.
They could not hear it in him.
In the playback, you can hear it.
Shut up.
You can see it in his like his facial expressions.
Oh Lord have mercy.
It's like, oh yeah.
He was getting off and getting on at the same time.
Yes, he
Shit.
was dirty vexsexual.
Who
Welcome
even
to
thought
the
of
club.
that? Like, who thought of that?
A genius, a vexsexual.
Yeah,
I'm telling you,
vexsexual.
in every walks of life, there is a vexsexual ready.
Like, how can
well
I
primed.
cheat? And imagine being what did you say he's up there with
He's
the
a
chess?
grand master.
So what's he cheating for? That's dishonourable beyond
Well,
belief.
this is where the eyebrows get raised, and it's like, are you an anal fetishist and you won every match based on anal beads,
Oh,
or you know,
Wow.
did you get good and you thought, I want to get off whilst winning?
did they search him afterwards
Nope.
and then conclude that it was hidden
Nope.
in a place the sun don't shine?
It's literally all hearsay after the fact.
So he can just
So-
straight deny it.
Yeah, and as far as it goes at the moment, he's denying and mocking the accusers and the other person, saying, "Oh, he's just upset that an idiot like me beat him."
All right,
But the other guy is a 5-time world championship chess winner.
unbeatable.
Yeah.
Right.
So I don't know. I mean,
If you cheated like that, once people know, you got a feeling, a vibe, I'm sure they figured it out and they're like, yeah, he's got fucking anal beads up his arse, signaling when to move and stuff. I feel like it's most likely the truth. Why wouldn't it be? That's smart. Like, obviously it's smart, perverted, but smart. I don't
know for sure about this one here, but I'm quite surprised that he managed to keep it in, because instinct would normally to squeeze.
Well, it
Push
depends
it
how
out,
many how many beads he was, how many beads deep he was. Was he 3 beads deep or was he like 5 to 8 beads deep? Do
I'm stacking 10.
you know what I mean?
So
Like,
I got 10 in me and 2 in the chamber.
because wow, I've never heard of anything like that in my life.
What a dirty pig.
Right, next topic.
Dirty pig. Right, we're gonna get past that one. Hopefully I'm getting a good one. Oh, okay, another sex scandal.
All right.
Adam Levine.
Oh, right. Is that Maroon 5
Yeah,
cheating on his missus?
yeah. And why everyone is bagging on about his Victoria's Secret misses, like that makes any difference?
Yeah, same. It was like, they always say that, like, his Victoria's Secret model wife. And
Yeah.
she's pregnant as well. I think he's cheated on when she's pregnant.
Oh, boohoo.
But like, so what if she's a victim? Like, they not know what men are. Like, men don't give a fuck.
What? Just even if there's rice at home, you always want McDonald's on the road.
There you go. If you've got nothing but McDonald's at home, you're gonna want steak. Like, you're gonna want what you ain't got.
Yeah.
And I'm not funny. I watched a little clip of the news things, whatever, and I like the messages. I watched it because it was like the news was so pungent. It was like there's some sordid, dodgy shit going on in the DMs. No, it's pretty straightforward flirting and shit.
Yeah. Well, do you know what? What tips the iceberg is that?
Oh no, there was
She
one.
claims-
There was one creepy thing.
Yeah, about
Him naming his child after his mistress.
Yeah,
That's creepy.
yeah.
And the child's a boy as well.
Mm-hmm.
Sumner. I like that name. Yeah, I don't know why. Sumner. But it's a unisex
Sumner?
name. Sumner? Summon? You summoned me? But it's definitely a unisex name. But like, why would you want to... Why? Okay, so he cheated on your missus, yeah?
Yeah,
And
he thought
then-
he was going to get away with it. It was a trophy.
Oh, for sure. Like, the way he's
trophy.
talking to them and the whole... He's the
Yeah, it was a trophy.
Adam Levine in it. He's up his own arse. Everyone knows that. And it's like, to then go, Sumner, I want to name my son after you. Now, my wife don't know you exist,
Yeah.
but I want to name my child after you. So when the woman raises up this child and finds out this shit, she's going to look at the child and go, huh?
She was never supposed to find out.
She found out now, isn't she?
You don't, basically, yeah, those kinds of decisions, you make them and you keep them to yourself.
I would hope
There
so.
is millions of people's children, women's children, men's children out there that are named after the lover that got away, the person that
No,
was
it's
your
sick.
favourite.
I don't get it. Like,
It's
creepy.
It's not entirely creepy. It's creepy based off of the fact that it's an amorous relation, or it's a porn star, or it's a this or that. But if you have an
I just want
admiration for someone, you name your child after
I
them.
wouldn't name my child after someone I'm fucking. Like, just fucking.
No, it's not.
Like, every
just
time I
fucking.
see them,
It's not just fucking, because this guy is having
he
an
was in
affair
love
with
with
her.
her.
He was having an affair. He was having an affair, and I'm not going to make any allegations, but from what she says, it went on for a year or so prior to these messages coming out.
Okay.
Which is now going to bring me over to the fact that let's question her adherence.
Yeah, because she's been questioned too.
Yeah, you've got to adhere to the slag's code. A slag's code, right, is that you don't go and shoot, you don't go and mess shit up over there when you are an enabler to the problem. Because if you want a slag and you weren't like, yeah, I'm gonna fuck him.
He's one Google search away, no, to see if he's got kids or wife and
She knew who
She
he
knew.
was. She knew. It's not like he was an obscure rapper.
Right.
He's Adam Levine. He's not blackballed anywhere.
You fucking
He's
turn
Maroon
on, what
5.
is it, X Factor or some shit?
Yeah.
He's on there.
He's on MTV hits,
He's
not
on
bass.
hits. Maroon 5, like, you know, come on. Whether you can't help but like the music, I guess.
It's true. It's quite
It's elevator
poppy.
music.
Right. It's got all right voice on him.
Yeah.
So yeah. Please, ladies, gentlemen.
That's what I mean. I thought there was something illegal going on with him, what he's doing. Why she's exposing him? No, she's just exposing him because I guess it's a crime to cheat on your wife and stuff like that.
Huh? It's a what?
Yeah, it's adultery. You go to divorce, it's a crime. Can't get put in jail, but it's still like unlawful.
If you can't go to jail, it's not a crime.
It's not.
It's not a crime.
They'll be like, you've been unlawful in the relationship and therefore she gets everything. But I mean, that's why he should. Here's the thing: he's out of it already. The wife's most likely forgiving him. He could
Listen, he has forgive me money. Yeah.
Yeah, and and she's heavily pregnant, so she's like,
I ain't gonna
who
do
gives a
this
fuck?
on my
Do
own.
you know what I mean? I've got the matches, I've got the money, and I've got the pitney.
Yeah.
Like, who gives a fuck? Some whore you picked up at Sunset Boulevard. Do you know what I mean? Like, she's just that, ain't she? She's just a piece on the side.
These whores are made for fucking. That's just what they'll do.
And then they'll reveal it all in front of you.
What for 20 minutes of clout or 2 weeks of your name circulating, your OnlyFans page skyrockets. You make a quick buck.
She's got one.
Yeah, she's got one. She's got one.
Oh, she's got one?
She's got one. She's an OnlyFans girl.
Oh, right, that's what it's about then.
Yeah, it's because she's an OnlyFans
what
girl
it's about.
and the publicity all associated. But let's remember that an OnlyFans model and Instagram model is still a whore. So a whore's a whore.
Just because you ain't got to touch nobody, you're still selling sex.
Yeah, man. Skin business. I that me like.
People are funny like that, innit? They're like, oh, I'm a cam girl. So, like, just
You're a
because
whore.
you ain't got to touch nobody. Them bitches be taking sleeps. Like, people be paying them to watch him sleep.
Whore.
Like, yeah.
In the words of the wise Great Vibes Cartel, a whore.
A whore.
Okay. So, as I prepare my little roll up, we're going to skip over to the next topic.
Okay, so here we go. Next topic is Kim K, Scott Disick. They had an alleged lottery scam for $130,000.
Yeah. They said, the bastard said, right, they were going to have $130,000 loaded up on a credit
this
card.
company, I know about this company.
You know about them?
Yep.
There we go.
I know them.
Yeah, they're running scam.
So what they would do is obviously like Kim would post a picture with all her Louis Vuitton Gucci's that they've gifted her.
Yeah.
And saying to everyone, if you follow who I'm following, then you can get a chance to win and DM and tag or whatever the fuck.
Yeah.
And not only they all of them have done it, like every single one of them have done it. The Kardashians, but like Kehlani's done it. I've seen big artists do it. And the whole time I was like, this can't be real. This can't be real.
Yeah. Well, he was right. It's
and
not real.
Cars and stupid shit. I was just like, this ain't real.
It's not real. Apparently there was no winners. Or do you know what? In all fairness, I skimmed through it because most things to do with that gang I don't pay too much attention to,
Yeah.
unless it's a skin flick.
Recently, I have uncovering all the scams and shit over the years, and like didn't realize that they've just been running scam after scam after scam after scam, basically.
It's the way.
Kardashians.
It's the way. It's the way. But I personally, I'm only interested in them if it's skin.
Yeah.
If there's a new sex tape, I'm sniffing around it. I'm gonna get to the bottom
Well,
of
Ray
it.
J. Oh, we'll get into all that too.
Yeah. What?
We'll go into that next. Actually.
Okay. Fuck it, man.
Ray J revelations. But yeah, this company, I didn't know Scott and Kim were the top ahead of it.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. Those bastards.
Like negotiating the art, probably just getting the artist to post it, and the whole like the money coming back is them.
Yep.
Wow.
Eating off the top, skimming off the top as they do. But you got to give it up to Scott. Scott has to be a special kind of scumbag to be able to keep afloat with the Kardashians on equal footing without being a blood.
Because they hate
blood
Courtney.
ball.
They hate Courtney.
Is it?
They hate her. The oldest one, the prettiest one, and the youngest looking one.
Oh right.
Courtney, the one who looks like Pocahontas.
Courtney looks normal. She's like a normal,
She's not
good-looking
no
woman.
work done. Nothing. She's like all natural, fucking tree hugger and all that.
Yeah.
So they hate her. He treated her like shit. But then they've got kids together. So it's like they're cohabitating. But I've watched clips where it's like she's telling her family, "What the like? I know he's around, right? But like, does he have to be around? Like, I'm done with this motherfucker." And you're like, "Oh, but he loves you all this 15 years or later since fucking what is it? Kim Courtney and Chloe take fucking New York or whatever the fuck it was back in the day." Do you know what I mean? And she's literally like, "You motherfuckers keeping him alive. You're keeping him around. She's all married off now to what's his face? That rock geezer.
Oh my god, I don't know.
Bald head, creepy ass looking motherfucker.
I don't know.
Wow, yeah, I can't remember his name.
Scott, listen, blood in, blood out. Scott ain't going nowhere.
He can't, yeah, he knows too much.
And he needs beer for his belly.
He's the one that dates with the teenagers, isn't it?
Yeah.
Sophia Richie and them.
Funny
He's had
enough,
about 5 since then.
she was implicated in that
Was she?
scam thing, yeah.
Oh, see, Hollywood, it's all just a scam and a sham.
He gets his little whores a bit of change. That's what good men do, you know. Good men ensure that their whores make money. That's right. You pay the price of pussy.
But yeah, let's get into Ray J's revelations, shall we?
Yes.
The revelations of Ray J. So he said, "I've had enough."
Mm-hmm.
He said, like, 15 years I've been taking this shit from you bitches. He said, not only did he steal from Brandy and my mother for like near enough this same amount of money that on this lottery, 100 odd grand they stole off the credit cards to fund all their old kids stores or whatever they used to have.
Yeah.
But then he said, it's about time everyone knows, because here's what did it, and I know here's what did it. She, Kim, said, I don't know what on, but she insinuated that during the whole sex tape time, that he without permission, put a dildo up her ass. This is what she said. Put a dildo up her ass and filmed it. I swear to you, it's come out of her mouth. Yeah?
So the recording of the sex is consensual, but the insertion of a dildo in her
She's
ass
like,
is not
if there's
consensual.
another video floating around, and it's most likely him sticking a dildo up my ass when I'm asleep. Like, that's what she's saying. Now, you can't say them things. That's criminal. That's rape.
Yeah.
Can't say them things, yeah? Now, I've got all the DMs and shit. I've got them all between them two. So what's happened is he's hit her up and said, what the fuck are you saying? Like, how can you say shit like that? You know this was a all of us thing. You know your mother's side. All in the DMs blatant. She's like, oh, I said that as a joke. A joke? How you saying that as a joke?
Trust me.
So she's in the DMs like, oh no, it was all a joke. I'll get the press out to let them know that was a joke. I think she said like a year ago. And he's like, what other tape? All this whole thing you filmed with Kanye saying you got like a suitcase with a computer and the other tape on. All bullshit. All of it bullshit. From like all fake. Her crying and, oh Kanye. All fake.
Yeah.
She's a fucking actress. I'm telling you now, but she acts in real life. She's like, act for the film. She's like, fuck that. I get more money playing my fan base, basically, and the media. Now, he's gone on to say, not only did Chris set it up, Chris made them go refilm shit and redo the sex tape.
You know what? That makes sense, because if you're a 5-star elite researcher like myself, you will know that there was say around about a 19-minute sex tape, and then another one that was about 42 minutes. But the 42-minute sex tape is it incorporates the first sex tape
Right.
and has some other clips of frolicking and and
Yeah.
softcore stuff.
Right.
But
Then transitions to the real shit.
yeah, but you can tell that it is two separate
Right.
how can I say, sessions.
Right.
Wasn't filmed like all in one, like Paris Hilton's.
Mm-hmm.
Paris Hilton's is filmed all in one go.
All in one. Completely was like he dropped that on her.
Yeah.
Where this one, he said Chris obviously made her redo her makeup, redid the lighting, and gone in and actually looked at the tape and said, yeah, this is good, this is bad. Like she fully directed and produced this shit.
Yeah.
And then set up for the sale.
You've got to admire her eye as well, because she ensured that it wasn't like open pussy, full frontal, hardcore.
No, it was like it was beauty shots. Yeah, it was real porn, but it was like she's there like with her hair flipped like daddy. Then I look so perfect, and it's like, come on, no one's looking like that when they're really having sex, honey. Okay, no one.
Would we be able to drop one of those Japanese ads?
Don't come for us, Japan. Don't come for us, okay? It's your shit that
we're not the problem. We're just the message.
We're just the message. But what they also did is on all the deliverables, which is the tape, the contracts, whatever, Chris was rushing Ray J apparently to do it. So then all the deliverables were apparently sent forward in like some that were meant to be in his name, were sent in Kim's name.
Oh.
So now we all know if you've got contract deliverables come, it has to come. If I'm signing a contract and it's based on media or an asset, that asset better be delivered in my fucking name.
Yeah.
Because if it's not, then whoever's name is on it can claim it. Same as copyright. You know, the old school, you put it in a thing, send it to yourself, and you've copyrighted your music or your art or whatever you've done. So they've cut him out of money as well. Like they did their both $500,000 each for signing and giving it. Then they get a residual, but then they've cut him out of big money that he didn't even know about because they did their little.
Yeah, they had all their rights.
Yeah. So once he's gone back and forth in the DMs and whatever, she's basically admitted all in DMs that he's telling the truth about everything.
Yeah.
Then he comes back and said, okay, so now you put out something else and like trying the same shit. And she's like, oh, well, fuck you then. she's like, oh, fuck you then. No one fucking gives a fuck. I was like, wow, you were just a bitch. Like.
She's like, I needed you. I gave you some sympathy to get, for sympathy's sake, I would appease you, but you crossed the line. You're asking for too much. Fuck off.
As soon as he comes with some real shit, she's like, oh, well, I can't fight this. So fuck you, bitch.
Yeah. And she's right. But bitch is right.
You know? So he's like, well, based on everything that's come out, based on the slander, the defamation, he is going to win any case. Because in defamation, you have to prove they defamed you. They have definitely defamed Ray J, for sure. Now he's doing well with his company, his technology company, whatever. But for years, we know that all he was doing was fucking For the Love of Ray J and MTV VH1 shows, and he won't do anything else.
What does LAPD and the Kardashian clan have in common?
A lot. Lying, dirty, thieving.
They murder black men and get away with it. I'm speaking of their careers, of course. Their careers.
Yeah. What can be said?
Slacks.
You know. But yeah, good luck to him because he's in for a lot of money.
Yes, I hope you get all the money, Mr. Ray J. And
same.
I hope those things with your missus work out. I watched,
Princess.
Yeah, I watched Love and Hip Hop recently for some reason. Do you know
new ones? Are there new ones of that? Hollywood or whatever it was?
I don't know.
It was the one with Lil Fizz, Ray J, Princess.
Lil Fizz is a
Thierry Marie.
That guy's a scumbag. I still remember him from last season. He's a scumbag.
He's a scumbag.
Anyway, fuck that scumbag. Yeah, this is the topic that I really truly wanted to get onto because even when it happened, I was kind of itching to do a special, but thought, we're on holiday, let's respect the holiday.
Yeah.
The Queen of the United Kingdom.
Oh, right, yeah.
My Queen Elizabeth II.
I need to just behave myself today.
Has passed away, and do you know what? This isn't the first time in my life that I've had to mourn the death of a queen. So I can help you guys all get through this turbulent time.
All that queuing up to see her Everyone's like, how's that bitch's body even in there after it's travelled the whole fucking 3 aisles?
They did not put the body in the bag.
Come on. And they're all like, oh, it's just insanity, honestly. I was just watching it. It lasted, 10 days? I couldn't wait for it all to be over. So sick of seeing their faces everywhere and sick of these dumbos queuing up for like 20 hours to see a dead body that they don't even see. It's just a box.
The Queen sipping mojitos with Biggie and Tupac on the island.
She's sipping mojitos with the devil right now. That's where she is.
No way. My queen's gone to heaven.
Oh,
My queen's gone to heaven.
Let's ask all the countries that her and her family destroyed over the last hundreds of years. That bitch is in hell.
They should be thankful.
Oh, don't.
You peasants, right? You fucking peasants.
Should be lucky.
You all have the luxuries and liberties.
You'd be still wearing our
awarded to you
fucking
by my queen.
hand-me-downs.
Yeah.
Do you remember when they used to like get us to send all our clothes and shit to Africa?
Yeah, I remember.
It was like, can't no motherfuckers buy some new clothes? Like, there's so many different ways to do that. They don't need hand-me-downs from like Western nations.
Do you know the plot twist is they never ended up in Africa. They ended up in Eastern Europe being sold at boutiques for like a third of the price.
School vintage.
Yeah.
And shit. Like, oh, don't. It's too much. It's too much. But I mean, look, everyone knows that I don't ride for them.
It's too hot in Africa for those clothes.
Well, but they don't care. They'll wear them anyway.
Do you know what though? That business is still happening. I watched a documentary about. No, I'm not going to put this particular country on blast.
Right.
But there was a documentary, I watched it. All of these clothes that get shipped over there and get donated, they go over there. People buy them in like 500 item pallets, and then they sieve through and sort it out.
Take the good shit.
Yeah, take the good shit to sell on
and
the
leave
market.
the bad shit for the villagers.
Yeah. Or the bad shit goes in the bin, goes to waste, so it doesn't sell.
Oh my lord.
So please, people, if you're going to give away in good charity and then to
just
boost your egos.
It's direct and make sure it's not UNICEF, Bernardo's, all the big ones. Miss them.
Yeah. And don't give in stained, dirty, ratty old things.
I know shit you need to throw away in the bin. No one's going to weigh that shit. No one's that broke or desperate. Nobody.
Rather go topless.
Yeah. But yeah, there's a kingship now, so you know.
King Charles. Now, I'll only respect King Charles if he personally walks Prince Andrew into the middle of Hyde Park and flogs him. Publicly flogs him.
He's restored him.
Oh shit, has he?
Within the first week, he restored him.
He said, "My brother." Oh.
Why wouldn't he restore him? His best mate was Jimmy Savile, so that's King Charles's bestie. And do you know what else I found out? So Charles, this is in like the 80s, 90s. Charles gave him a title, and it was basically for all the children's hospitals in London, and he had quarters and keys to all the hospitals.
Oh my god!
For like decades. So there's so much shit we don't even know about. Like there's so like films and documentaries, all this shit. There's things that I know that people ain't included, and then there's like stuff like that where you can't deny it. Like it's so blatantly there. Still no explanation from Charles and his relationship. He can't speak on it because there's no like, oh, were you friends? Were you close? There's probably like 8 billion pictures over like 4 decades of them just arm in arm, best friends. This is like this is the worst known publicly known paedophile like in British history.
And do you see why I mourn the Queen's death?
No. Because she was alright with it all.
She was aware.
And even Ghislaine Maxwell and Epstein in the Queen's Balmoral cabin, sitting in the Queen's spot.
Yeah.
And like on the throne in like Buckingham and shit.
Because they had the Queen by the balls over her stupid paedophile son.
And I mean,
because every generation has a
runs in the
paedophile.
family.
I swear, apparently, right? Jack the Ripper was.
He's one of them, yeah.
Yeah, he reincarnates through the family.
He reincarnates, you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Philip has his own crimes, not going to get into. Philip's uncle, a few of his uncles do as well.
Philip wears it on his face and wears it in his demeanour. You know Philip is groping you.
I remember Philip saying if he could, he would die, come back as a virus and like kill most of the human population. It's like on film. this
He
is
said it's because they don't take out the trash and they leave sofas and fridges in front of their
do you know what I
doors.
mean? And like people like Churchill and all these people, do you know what I mean? I remember him saying that he wished he had the go ahead to wipe India off the planet because it was so disgusting and so horrific, and the people were so like in his mind like less than animals. And this was their governor at that point, do you know what I mean? This is when they
The wartime leader.
Yeah, this was their when they took over.
Yeah.
Just the Indians have to look up and like deal with them motherfuckers. Like I hate all of them. Frankly, every one of them.
Well, to be fair and frank, I'll stop being a wind up. I've been doing this since her death. I've been doing this. I'm at work. I'm like, there's a moment of silence. I'm like, I still can't believe my queen, man. My queen's gone, and you guys are just getting on with your lives.
Look, there's people that really feel that way. They're still crying.
You know what? I shouldn't have been laughing, but this is uncensored. My sense of humour is twisted. But did you see the gentleman that was clearly affected, like, you know, mentally? Whether it was a condition or mental health issues.
Right.
But he said he had been standing at Hyde Park for 10 days. He waited for the body.
Yeah, a few of them. But yeah,
Listen,
quite a lot of them.
Listen, I pissed myself laughing.
I know.
I pissed myself. And he had that, you know, that cute little voice on. Going, I was waiting. 10 days. He hasn't washed.
10 days.
He hasn't washed. What?
Yeah, because they camped out there, innit?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I don't get it. And it's just indoctrination.
It's peasants.
It's
peasants.
they have like...
This fly just throw the drink at it.
This fly is just it's a gang, like
fuck it, throw the drink at it. Get out of here, you slap. Slap out.
It will still be buzzing around. All of us that like our parents immigrated here, or grandparents, or us here, we are British technically, or some of us are not, but at the same time it's like it's not about us. It never was about us. We were just caught up in their business. We were business to them. We were owned property to them. Do you know what I mean? So it's like I can never take any of them seriously. And God forbid someone tries to have an actual conversation with me about the Queen and, oh my goodness, isn't it a shame? So
have you got a moment to talk about our Lord and Saviour the Queen?
Right.
Nah.
And that's how they be acting. Like this let me not, because someone will shut us down. But
God save
do you know what I mean? Like
the Queen.
Everyone, like they'd be worshipping these people for what? What have they done for you?
Not much.
Well, literally, I want someone to personally pick out what the Queen has done for them in the last 70 years. Like, what the fuck has she done for you?
When the Labour Party was in government, I think 2006 through to 2004 through to 2008, the rise in like social spending and all of that, EMA. Remember EMA? Yeah.
Oh, I never got none of
30
that.
quid. You never showed up?
No.
Me, I showed up.
It's either late or I was never. I maybe got it once or twice.
I showed up. I was getting my 120 a month.
I mean, it mattered back then. Fuck all. But
I needed my herbs, man.
I just couldn't get there on time. It's too far.
It's a shame. It's a shame.
Then I was like, what am I missing out on? £30 a week? Oh, fuck it. Type thing, you know.
That's a lot, you know. That's a half. You can buy a half or a key.
Wendy Williams is the next topic.
Oh, that's cocaine.
Rehab? Is it rehab or is it wellness centre?
It's cocaine.
I heard it's the alcohol.
Oh, it's the alcohol.
That's what I heard.
I could have swore it was cocaine.
Staffers from the show before it all went tits up were finding like bottles of shit like hidden around the set.
Yeah.
And like in vents and shit. Not cocaine. I've not heard that yet. So I think she's just been hitting the bottle hard.
You know that TMZ clip where she's wearing hot pants and looking all a mess. In that video, I watched that. I thought, yeah, that's cocaine. But
did you?
Yeah.
Oh, it's so hard to watch some videos. Like she literally don't know where she is. Yeah. Once she comes out of the hotel and she's walking again in the hot pants and whatever, you think she's alright from a distance till she gets up to the car and going, "This isn't my flight." Oh, this isn't my flight.
Well,
next to a taxi cab.
You know what I say.
It's not the airport.
You know, like, I say we better put our prayers together because.
Oh, I've been praying for her because she needs it.
Oh no, fuck her. Pray for us. Pray for us.
I mean, I pray for us too. But
she's made her millions off of ripping and
but here's
taking
the thing:
piss,
she needs some
out of others.
mental like capability to look back on her life and go, "Fucking hell, I was like for 10 years straight just the most evil bitch like on the planet." No wonder no one gives a fuck about this woman deteriorating in front of the world. She's in the Radio Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
She's in all of these things that they put her for what she's done, whether we like her or not.
Yeah.
There's Howard Stern. He's just as fucking bad.
Yeah.
It's because she's a black woman. No one fucking likes that shit. So it's like she's just deteriorating. No one gives a fuck. Well, Wendy, this is, I mean, unfortunately, because
You don't get the privilege of enjoying your downfall.
no, everyone's kind of secretly like clapping their hands.
Yeah.
I feel like a lot of people.
Karma is a bitch.
And yeah, like I feel like I've heard that now she's more cognitive since she's been in the wellness centre.
Since she's been in rehab.
I do think it's trauma as well. Like, she was locked away by her husband. Do you remember? I had to do the show for like a year or two in a halfway house, and no one knew she was in a halfway house. Obviously, him cheating with his long time, that Sharina woman, and getting pregnant on her. Then the bank freezing all her money. Then her mum dying of dementia.
Oh, so it runs in the family.
Yeah.
Yeah, man, it's a shame.
Yeah.
But hey, I still stick by my comment. You live your life and make your millions, making a mockery of other people's scandals.
Yeah,
and
like she didn't give a fuck at all. She gave no fucks.
He'll be entered into the Hall of Fame.
Yeah.
Wendy.
Yeah, prayers up for her. She'll be back. Well, they've been teasing this podcast for 6 months.
Yeah. They'll wheel her in with a stoma bag and tracheostomy. Like, hey,
imagine it's gonna be a mess.
What's that thing? How you doing? How you
The
doing?
voice box.
How you doing, slugs?
They gotta give her something to be perking up and like at least string a sentence together, because she wasn't last time I checked. And everyone was like, "Oh, she's 100 million." Like, you know, they're throwing around Joe Rogan numbers for Wendy. She was conscious for sure. She get that in like that.
Yeah.
But now, no. Like her ex-jeweler or her jeweler is her manager now because he's got the funds to keep her alive.
Okay.
So he's doing everything now. We set up the podcast logo. We set up the promotional pictures.
Yeah.
It's all home done. I can tell there's no like corporation involved.
Okay.
And I guess it will be popular. It will like make money. It's Wendy Williams. It's her name. I guess it's not even about her.
Yeah. What's gonna happen with the show? Will it just go on without her? They'll just put.
Oh, so Sherry Shepherd. She stepped in and took over the show, and then they basically cancelled Wendy Williams, and they've given her her own show in the same time slot with the same company, and it's just a different colour scheme, to be honest. The set looks exactly the fucking same. Like, it's shameful, honestly.
Yeah. Copy and paste.
Yeah, and she's making like mean comments about like sly, shady shit, like I'm praying for her, or like, oh, you know, just making very cruel, like shady comments.
She'll say, "How you doing?" Someone in the ambulance, in the audience, screams like, "Not good."
All the Wendy fans are comparing like the shows and being like, "Fucking hell, you've got no shame at all." And here's my thing with Sherry: you lose it how you got it.
Yeah.
So if you're gonna scam your way to the top like that, because apparently Sherry Shepherd, despite being an actress, is like comedian and all that, as her dream is to be a talk show host.
Yeah.
Like, that is her dream. And people putting up photos of like her like up to Wendy for all these years, like, oh, Wendy Williams. Like, she clearly had a thing for Wendy. So it's like a single white female, but I guess single black female.
Addicted to retail, and wow, that's Kanye West line there.
Yeah. So it's like, yeah, one of them ones. It's interesting to watch.
Yeah.
But that company was just like, fuck Wendy and gave Sherry her own
game of talk shows.
Yeah.
Right,
I wouldn't give Sherry cancel Nick Cannon and give Sherry Nick Cannon's YouTube channel.
Really?
And deleted Wendy's whole decade of interviews. And like,
just wiped it.
Everything after shows wiped, gone. Don't exist no more. I know. I've never heard nothing like this.
Yo, that's vicious. Because that's part of history. That should remain there.
They were gonna throw her wigs in her chair and that out on the street, and someone had to go and like get them.
Really?
Swear to you.
Oh my god.
Bad, like bad.
Yo, that's wicked.
Yeah, that's wicked. Because she's not even conscious. She's not aware right now. So when she gets her awareness and someone tells her what's been going on, mate, she's gonna go back into fucking dementia.
Yeah.
Through the shock.
Wow, she should have retired.
Long time ago.
She should have retired.
Greed.
Yeah.
Greed.
But then again, maybe even though there was that greed, the entourage, the people around her forced her.
Of course, because they're
to
making
not
money.
retire.
Right? They're making money. The company's making money. Why the fuck? Of course they wouldn't say, when do you take a break? They were trying to say they've been saying, when do you take a break? No, you
Do you know
weren't.
what? It's kind of like me and cars. I buy a car and I'm like, yeah, I'm going to fix her up. And then I'm going to sell her on and get a new car.
Right.
The reality is I've run the car raggedy
Down
into the
till
ground. Like,
yeah, useless.
yeah. A car that could in good working condition
Yeah,
be sold for $3,500.
right.
I end up having to sell it off to some scrap person for $150.
Oh, no.
And
Get a new one.
yeah. But yeah, speaking of running them into the ground,
Yeah.
the Uden prophecy of red heifers
Yeah.
has come. It has come.
It's
Now,
come.
What I will say, South Park did it first, but what South Park missed is the Queen's death. Now this is where this is where it really ties.
I mean,
in.
it's funny how her death, a lot of things are just happening. Yeah, anyway, gone.
Yeah, her death, and now the appearance of, is it 4 perfect red heifers?
5.
5 perfect red heifers.
Yeah.
Now this could signal the beginning of Armageddon,
According to the Bible, yeah.
according to La Bible, or the beginnings of Jews being able to sacrifice animals to Yahweh.
Yeah, they're taking it on themselves to do that. They wanted to for a long time.
Yeah.
Muslims are in charge of Temple Mount. That's their thing. It's shared, I guess, but it's like, no, I mean, it's Israel.
Yeah.
It's Israel. Obviously, Israel is a Jewish state. It's their land. It's their promised land or whatever. But there's the Middle East thing. Obviously, the issues of who owns what, blah, blah, blah. This is our city. No, it's our city. No, whatever.
Yeah.
I think everyone knows that Israel is the Jewish homeland. Everyone knows that. I don't get in
Is it?
between. Oh, yeah. Yeah. When God promises you something, it's yours.
The British gave them that.
They got through Egypt and the fucking, for 40 years through the desert to get to that bitch. That's theirs. And when they got there, they conquered every army that was up there.
But didn't the British give them Israel after the Second World War?
Yeah. That's what I mean. I guess,
it was
from
Palestine
on
before,
there.
right?
And well, that's the thing. It's Palestine and it's Israel, and that area, that specific area, is like right there. So you got the wall, ain't you? You got the wall where all the Jews are like on the wall,
Yeah, no, but
and then you
before
got the other side with the Muslims.
Before the war, before all of that, I'm pretty sure as part of settlement and compensation for the Second World War, the British took it upon themselves to give Israel to the
Yeah,
Jews.
they're allies.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like
Because
officially.
that whole thing was Palestine beforehand.
Well, there's only God who said it's the Jews. So, like in the World War II, like that's the account of someone saying actually it's same as what Trump did when he was in the thing, like reconfirming that we see as America or Britain.
As
Israel as Jewish, like that's you lot's nation.
God.
Like they acknowledge it as allies or superpowers.
Yeah.
Because up until then, it's a religious thing, isn't it? It's a belief thing. Here's the thing.
They got nukes, so it is Israel, I guess.
Funny how they hid their nukes as well for many years. Someone had to actually come out and whistleblow on them, and I think he's still in prison. But
The politicians didn't lie though. It was like, so what if we have it? Everybody else has
listen,
it.
Israel is not like clean. Like at the end of the day, the Mossad,
Yeah. Bad
or
boys.
their black op intelligence agencies. Like, don't play with Israel. You know what I mean? But here's the thing. So they want to continue sacrificing and worshipping God, Yahweh of the Bible, the God of Israel.
Yeah.
And Jesus was the last sacrifice God would accept.
Yeah.
So his blood covers Christians and so on. Anyone on the planet who, whatever. So them to go and take an animal, like the red heifer thing, is because the ashes of a red heifer is the only sacrifice, a perfect red heifer is the only sacrifice God will accept to make the temple from like earthly ground to a place where God's spirit can exist, or where they can even be clean enough to enter to offer a sacrifice to God.
Okay.
Now obviously Allah and Yahweh, two different things. So I know people like say Abrahamic religions, and then they just say that as if we all believed in the same shit. Not true, obviously. So what I'm saying is like sacrifice for Muslims and Jews, so different, but that's their thing. So to Christians, them starting that back up again is two things. One is blasphemous to God, because how you ignoring God? Like if he sent his son or whatever and died for our sins, and then you want to ignore that, kill him. You took part of in his death.
In my father's house.
In my father's house. You know? And then 2,000 years later, you want to resume building the temple, which originally stood where Yahweh would accept sacrifices. And now you want to rebuild it and continue that. God, like it says in the Bible, you to expect wrath. No, that's not just on them. So what it's saying is it's signaling the end times. So for Christians, for us, it's a positive thing. Because if you believe in the Bible, you believe in everything in the Bible, then you believe that the way it's supposed to go is now. Like, for instance, they rebuild the temple, start sacrifices again. Expect the Antichrist to rise up. Expect the New World Order to rise up. Expect it all to happen. Christians one day will be gone. This is what the Bible says. Gone. You look around, gone. Jesus has come and took us. In the twinkle of an eye. That's what we believe, yeah? Everyone else is here for 7 years. Any person is stuck here with the Antichrist and the system, for the beast system, for 7 years. Now, during that time, anyone who's not saved before then still has a chance to get saved.
Yeah.
But there's going to be majority of the world that are still like blind, won't repent, won't like it's going along. They'll worship the beast, the image of the beast, the forehead, the hand mark of the beast.
Yeah.
So we expect that all now. Because 5 red heifers, 5? You need one.
Yeah.
5? They've been trying to get these for like, there's not been any for 2,000 years. They've got to be fully red. So the whole animal has to be inspected. No white hairs, no black hairs, no nothing. No blemishes, inside or out. Like, never been yoked, never had a day of work in its life. That's the only thing God will accept. They got 5 of them from Texas. They had them bred in Texas and flew over. They landed there 4 days ago.
Yeah.
Everyone's like,
so they're getting slaughtered.
what? Why are there? Why? What?
Yeah.
So I'm sitting here like, wow, they've got them. Israel has 5 pure red heifers. Like, to the average person, this is make believe.
Yeah.
This is the Bible. These things ain't meant to happen and come true, and it's happening. And it's not the only thing that's come true from the Bible. So it's one of them things where it's like, okay, for us it's like get ready, but everyone else is like nothing new. It's nothing. And yeah, South Park did. It's so funny you brought that up because I had forgotten about it completely. And they did it good 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah.
They were on it. They're like,
Shaitan.
yeah, they're on the,
Lucy.
flips coin. But yeah.
The back end, the bunda. I think it's yours next.
Oh yeah.
I got the heifers.
Right. Next topic is banknotes, people. If you're in the UK, this is for you. 136 million notes to go out of commission in the next week. I don't have the official date, but I believe it's like
October the 31st or something.
no, beginning of. We've got a week.
Probably it'll probably be 1st of October.
They gave us like a week notice, which I think is strange as well. But yeah, everyone's saying
Nah,
like,
because you know what? There's a shit ton of drug dealers that are going to lose a shit ton of money.
I didn't think of this.
Because you can't bring all of that money in
No.
to swap it over.
No.
So how do you get rid of that?
Can't.
There's ways.
No, you can't. No one can accept it now.
What, at the bank?
It's not legal tender after a week from now.
After a
or
week?
Less than a week. I think this was announced yesterday
Buy.
by the Bank of England.
For every 9,500, you need to be putting in like 9,000 at different branches of every different bank for the next 7 days.
Need to work something out.
That is still going to be very suspicious, but just hope they don't call the cops on your ass, and you should be okay.
They're just replacing it with the polymer notes.
Okay, I see. I see.
The technological notes, I guess.
Do you know what? On another topic, as you can hear that screaming in the background, I would like to invite everyone to petition for the fox hunting ban to be lifted for 2 years, so that we can get rid of a few of these vermins.
Oh, in London?
Yeah, London, Kent, in the counties, whatever. Because I tell you what, when foxes were seen as vermin, There was less of them running around with all their shenanigans, screaming in the middle of the night, rummaging through your
See, I
bins.
always remember them screaming off their arses.
Oh, do you?
Sydenham, not New Cross, because where's the fox going to live? There's no greenery anywhere. Fordham, that little park, but that's it. Yeah, like foxes, always screaming.
Maybe I lived in the hood all my life.
It's only when I moved, Sydenham, they were coming close and just be rah, rah, rah. My cat's thinking, where's the cats? Shit, they're chilling with the foxes, so it's like. But I mean, horrible screams though. I will say that, and sometimes the baby, when it sounds like a crying baby. Have you heard them?
Yeah,
horrible.
I hate them.
But they're so cute. They really are nice, like foxes.
I had a BB gun. I've left it with my brother. I'm gonna get it back. I'm telling you, as soon as I get that back, I'm peppering them from my window.
Papa.
Yeah. Yes.
So wish the best of luck to the foxes. Got some peace and quiet now. But yeah, banknotes, people. You've got. I'm gonna say by the time this comes out, no time left. So hopefully you've read the news or seen it, because that money you got in your wallet, if you don't go and do something with it, it's useless.
Yes.
As of next week.
A friend of a friend once told me they knew of someone that lost about $6,500.
The last time this happened.
Yeah. When the 20s went from paper to plastic.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well. Spend it. There's no point stacking it.
No, spend it.
Spend it, mate.
Yeah. Buy a bunker or something.
Like GTA. GTA Online.
I need to get back in. I need to try to get back into that.
Every time I log in on my account, I get like millions. And then all I do
I've got a building now with the fucking... Was it the new agency thing?
Yeah,
with Dr. Dre and shit.
Yeah. It's wonderful.
Funny.
Good game. They really milked it.
Did you see the leak? Actually, before going next topic, did you see the GTA 6 leak?
I refuse to believe it.
No, it's real.
I didn't look. I haven't seen it.
Yeah, they've caught the hack guys from here.
Is it?
So it's Rockstar. Rockstar's a British company.
Yeah.
But from here...
Is it really real?
Yeah. Did you see the right one though?
No, I haven't seen any. I haven't seen any.
Like, Latino girl, like BBL on point. They got the BBL on point.
Ooh, she got the
it's like a Bonnie and Clyde thing. So her and a boyfriend, I think, is basically the thing, the story.
Okay.
And an hour was leaked, so I watched the whole hour.
An hour of it. Is it still online?
I don't know about now. I could probably find it, but yeah, it's like development. Like as someone's testing out like mechanics and stuff.
Yeah.
Some of the backgrounds ain't feel like, do you know what I mean? But majority, you can see that it's there. And yeah, an hour.
It's not coming up. If I search in YouTube, I'm going to search in Google.
It's set in Florida. Everyone's guessing.
Yeah.
And they're guessing it's got some sort of Vice City, Miami crossover situation.
So you're gonna
probably
fly to different cities.
Are they even near each other?
Miami and
Cali?
Liberty City. Yeah, Liberty City is New York. You just fly
Cali and Miami.
No. Opposite ends of the continent.
Okay, see, this is what I don't get.
Okay, this is saying over 90 videos have been circulated in screenshots. However, I can't find like one solid compilation of all the videos together. So I'm assuming Rockstar is striking and getting everything down.
Yeah,
but
I have a theory.
I am a true gentleman of research. I will get to the bottom of this.
See, people are remaking the fucking thing and acting just to get views, acting like it's the leak.
Clout slags.
All right, I will find it and send it to you. But yeah, they've definitely took it off YouTube. But yeah, so like that, and it's gonna be a Bonnie and Clyde type thing, and it looks really good. Like the graphics look really good. You can tell it's probably 2/3 done.
Okay.
Yeah, but the Rockstar didn't act like Rockstar this time. You know when they just deny like literally, and they shut it down secretly, deny everything, and this time they said, oh well, this isn't how we wanted to share it with you, but it's leaked or whatever, like footage, and just bear with us, it will come soon type thing. And I was like, So
in essence, this kid has leaked the trailer, and the game is probably
No, it's actually so
actual
he's
gameplays.
hacked into someone's computer, and as one of the developers is literally moving things around, and like you can see
he's
the
screen
developer
recording
side.
them.
Yeah, and he screen recorded an hour and of different bits and whatever. But yeah, it was very weird, their response. And then like for me, in my head, GTA 5 was humongous, the biggest game in it ever to be sold.
Yeah.
So GTA 6 is literally gonna be for a very long time the biggest game
Yeah.
like ever. And they made billions off of and are making billions.
Hear me
like,
out. Hear me out on this. GTA 6 is basically an exclusive story mode. The online is an expansion pack to GTA 5. Your GTA 5 character is going to be transferable to GTA 6 online.
Do you think?
Yeah.
That would make sense because they've been investing in this for too long, 10 years now.
Yeah. I'm telling you,
10 years.
the servers are just going to update.
Yeah.
And
let you somewhere new.
yeah, and that new space will be exclusive to PS5.
And you probably
and
have to
next
unlock
generation.
it as you get to a certain point in story to probably get that online. Probably
It will be your hardware.
right.
It will literally be your hardware. If you're still using PS4 and Xbox X Series or the
PS4, PS5. I think they were limited to.
Yeah. Well,
and Xbox. What is it? One and XS.
One and XS, whichever ones. I'm sure Xbox is due a new next generation big release in between now and then.
Yeah.
PS5 is the latest Sony release.
I'm thinking 2024. GTA
Yeah.
6. That's what I think. It won't be next year, but the year after.
Yeah, no, it won't be next year.
And that's what makes it, their responses made me think it's very close. Because I remember when GTA 5 leaked about 3 years before it came out.
Yeah.
And they were very like Gestapo about it.
Yeah.
And this time, like obviously, yeah, they've been quite politically different. And here's me, yeah. I'm like, they've done this. First of all, their response. 2, like how long it was recorded for.
Yeah.
3, again, because it's going to be their biggest asset for the foreseeable future, because it's so anticipated, because GTA 5 is still so hot, they want to test it on us.
Yeah.
People are so picky about games to the point where I'm shocked. Like they act like it's their bread and butter daily. Like they so complain about every tiny little fucking thing, and it's like I'm not like that. I'm like, if someone puts a game out, I'm gonna play it for what it is, and if I like it, I don't, and if I do, whatever. Like,
yeah, of course.
I'm not telling them how to make the game because I don't give a fuck until I play it.
Yeah.
But these hardcore fans are like, it better have this and it better do this and it better do that and it better blah blah. So they don't want to put out a GTA 6 and people go, fuck no, this is not it. Like they're saying with Assassin's Creed and all, they can't afford it.
Yeah.
So I reckon they've done this. Like they've done things such as, weapons, yeah?
Yeah.
So it's not going to be like bling bling, it just appears, you're carrying it. And you got to go to the boot of your car and take out your weapons and shit. So it's going to be more like,
no, man.
it has to. That this is their thing.
It's gonna be thingy. It's gonna be like those, those survival games where you can only carry 5-6 things. You can't have the dial up and be like, I've got one weapon of each category fully maxed out in ammo.
Like I think they're going for. Oh, this is what I noticed as well. So say you walk up to a character.
Yeah.
Options pop up and you can literally tie their hands up, tie their feet. Like you can do a bunch of things. Like more real world, more realistic. In the car, like you can see, you can pretty much mess with anything. So detailed. So it's going to be like that. And apparently it's less parody. It's less of a parody. They're known for like the British humour of the joke. It's just like...
I'm worried now.
This is what I'm saying. This is why they've linked it. I'm telling you, it's them.
This is not good.
Because people can say, oh, I don't like that. Oh, I do like that. They can get it all now and go, thank God, we've got a third left. Let's do that.
Yeah.
All they care about is money, let's be real, at this point. So they're going to give us what we want to an extent, but now I think it's a market trial. That's what I think it is.
They're going to Cyberpunk and Saints Row the shit out of this. They're making a major...
I think they're going the opposite.
You think so?
Yeah. More like...
that's a cock-out.
I don't know what to compare it with, honestly. Red Dead Redemption type. Like, it's not funny. Like, Red Dead Redemption isn't funny, honestly, at all.
Yeah, but that's why you go and play Red Dead Redemption.
Right.
But you play GTA...
To have a laugh, turn on the radio, fucking crack up.
Yeah, it's the one safe space for psychos to be funnily psychos.
Just, safely go and be aggressive. Like, it's a boys' game. Alright, don't be sexist. Girls like it too. We do know that, but at the same time, majority that buy it and play it are men because we're into like, we don't take things too seriously on them levels. Do you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Women will be like, oh, that's so terrible. All I remember growing up is aunties, mum, whatever, whilst playing the game, and then be like, fucking hell, that's brutal.
What
Are
did
you
you
beating the
just
fuck out of a prostitute? They laugh their heads off, but at the same time, they're a bit shocked, like, fucking hell, what is this game? It's because it's a boys' game.
Yeah. Yeah, man. I say, stick to the formula that has worked. Let us do the bullshit we want to do. We want to
Just make it bigger, longer, better graphics. What more can we fucking ask for?
Yeah, it would be nice. It would be nice to actually be able to take flights like in the old days.
This is what I think they're doing. They're doing stuff like that, like shops. Like, say you go to a street, you can go in like anywhere. Like GTA 5, I've replayed it fuck knows how many times, but it gets to a point where you've got all this money in the bank, you've done everything or whatever at the end, and there's not fuck all to do.
Yeah, but that's the thing with GTA.
You know,
it starts, it has a middle, and it finishes,
and then it leaves you with this forever nonsense that goes on. You can go on and play it forever, and nothing new happens. You know, you still got the money in the bank. Like, all right, you can buy the cinema or the golf course, but that's it.
That's what's therapeutic about it, because once you've completed
and
it,
you couldn't buy houses in GTA 5. That's why I was like, what do I do with all this money?
Wait, no, GTA 5 you could
buy the houses. Each character had their own house or free character.
Yeah, they have their house that you unlock, and then they buy businesses. Yeah,
so where this is a Bonnie and Clyde, the male-female duo, I think you can buy houses, you can take treat, you can buy like shit.
Honestly,
I'll
make them have sex all the time.
I reckon that as well. What do you think they've done that for? You know?
Yeah, a bit about wow.
So I'm looking forward to it. It's GTA, can't go wrong. Honestly, just make it better than GTA 5, and I'm happy, mate.
Make sure that the punch up is hilarious as August Alsina, now a resident short man.
Yeah, tell me about it, because I don't know about this.
Well,
I was like, what are they finding for makeup?
Our resident Popeye, Tory Lanez and his entourage. It's been accused he punched up August Alsina following a few clips coming out. The clips depict August
kind of like the same person,
Alsina
ain't they?
Yeah.
They look really similar in my head.
Do they? Well, one's tall and a bit lighter and has a hairline.
Short.
Yeah, Tory's tiny.
Oh. Yeah, he gives small man complex.
He's tiny.
Yeah.
I saw him in the video. He's like, wow. He's actually tiny.
All this drama over some munchkin.
But I'll tell you what. The shortest people I've ever met have always been the most evil. Vicious. Yeah. It's like
don't fuck with them, because it's like they will jump on you and tug you to death. I don't know what they do with their little bodies, but they will pinch you to death. You know
Kick the shit out of your shins.
Yeah, just like legs around your waist, just battering your face. You know what I mean? What you gonna do? It's like
but yeah. So there's clips circulating showing August Alsina ignoring Tory Lanez and leaving him hanging.
Okay.
And then
fair play.
Tory Lanez kind of standing there thinking, did you just this mother? And he turns back, goes after him.
What?
There was audio of the scuffle released, and August Alsina, bless him, took a photo in the elevator, right? And the first thought that came to mind was, he's trying to make battered sexy.
Shut up.
Yeah.
Like pose of his mashed up face.
Yeah. All posed
Wasn't
up.
that a trend though with them white kids on Instagram for a while? All posting like makeup and where they look all battered and they're like taking selfies. It was weird.
I think they're still doing it.
And I think people have to be like, hold on, what are you not even up to? What's this about? And no one could explain it.
I'm finding the picture because I want you to be able to see it and have a true reaction to it.
How is Tory out here still committing crimes and he ain't been ejected from that country?
Well, the beautiful thing about the US justice system is that it's not fit for purpose, and cases take years to get through.
Not for ICE. Not when they're snatching baby like mothers and fathers and kids out of homes.
They got no rights. They don't pay tax.
To push them over the border.
It's an open and shut case when it comes to ICE.
I'd be like, ICE should be heading for Tory. Like, what's Tory just out here wilding, and ICE is just sitting there doing what? Nothing.
Yeah.
And because he's a Canadian, it's just that whole thing of, well, you're pretty much American. Literally.
Yo, this is crazy. I'm searching Google and I cannot find a picture of it.
Scrubbed. I love how they can do that these days. Scrubbed.
Motherfuckers, I found it.
Oh.
I found it. Look. It isn't the full picture, they've cropped it. But
What the fuck? He looks dead.
yeah, he's standing up. So he's standing up
And
and,
he's like,
slouched.
so is he joking? Like, is he making fun?
Well, apparently it is real blood. He did get jumped. He did, but for the sake of Tory Lanez and his freedom, we're gonna say it's alleged. It's alleged that he, he ate. Oh yes, there's the full thing.
Oh, what the fuck?
Yeah, this is what he posted, and then he's like, "Oh,
Trolling Tory at the same time. Like, is that the worst you can do?
yeah." Like, so basically, August Alsina is saying that he did not dap up Tory Lanez or acknowledge him because Tory Lanez made comment on the whole
Meg.
Jada.
Who didn't?
You know the Jada thing,
Yeah.
and it's like Alsina's like, "Yeah, you better keep that energy." So
Everyone says that.
I thought to myself, that is really a stupid thing to go and cause an issue with when she put your business at the red table, and you put your business in
He made
music.
songs about it and shit.
Yeah. So
He was clout chasing off that shit, still is, because what's the last August Alsina album anyone's ever bought?
but everyone's playing I love this shit.
Tory Lanez gets his plays. I mean, everyone loves a toxic water tune, motherfucker. You know,
He's like the little Iraq lobster.
he's one of them ones that just wiggle through everything, and it's just like, well, you can't get a cockroach. Even a nuclear blast can't take him out.
Longevity. But yeah, man.
Cockroaches.
August Alsina's got to stop this shit, man.
August Alsina, I don't know. Tory Lanez needs to get your shit together.
He does. He does.
How long is this crime spree going to go on for?
It's not going to stop.
Like, ain't he still behind this Meg thing? Couldn't he be going away for this Meg thing?
Yeah.
Because PR wins. You got to remember, like, it don't matter what actually happened.
Yeah.
From she's on Good Morning Meg.
I got shot.
And then her best friend's like, no, bitch, she stepped on glass. Like her best friend.
Yeah.
Still having beefs on back and forth because I guess she's telling the truth. Or what Meg's trying to push is that Tory's paid this girl off. And that's why she's... But the girl's like, I've said a lot and Meg ain't sued me, so clearly I'm telling the truth. Which is it is a good indicator if someone doesn't sue you, because it means you're telling.
Yeah, it's true.
Can't do it.
It's true. You can't do that. Yeah, it's you. It's one of those two. China mortgage crisis.
The China mortgage crisis. Okay, I'm not aware of this.
Okay, so right now the big buzz in the financial stocks world is that China over the last 5 to 10 years has been in the practice of selling mortgages and complex apartments to the
ghost
Chinese people.
cities. The ghost
So
cities.
you see the ghost cities.
Getting ahead of the boom, innit? Population boom, and never filling them.
Yeah, the ghost cities is the developers. They took money from the Chinese people
Right.
and said, we're going to build these deluxe complex cities in the sky. They realized that they were able to take mortgage payments and take money from banks on behalf of people in advance before the buildings were built. What this caused is demand to skyrocket. However, they were not finishing the properties in time. So they weren't delivering any products. Meaning there's Chinese citizens, there's people investing out there that they're paying for something that they're going to get in the future. Now imagine paying a mortgage for a property that you cannot even go
and
to.
visit.
Yeah.
There's probably not even roads to the cities.
Yeah, and of course, because the companies get the money before they complete it, it means that they've got access to money that, they could do whatever they want.
The people that ain't even earned yet.
Yeah. So as the price of cement goes up, the price of oil, the price of all these things, they cannot afford to complete their projects.
Oh, wow.
They've defaulted on their debts. The bubble is going to bust.
Oh, shit.
And money has literally been disappearing from hundreds of millions of people's accounts. Their whole life savings are gone. They can't withdraw money, or there's caps on how much money they can withdraw.
They've done this on purpose. They think they're smart.
Yeah, it's literally the same copy and paste.
I mean, they
principles.
do that in all their deals around the world. They suck you in, and then once you suck you in with like a really beautiful like talisman, then a piano falls on your head, and you're like, "Fuck, bitch! I'm in debt to China forever." Every country on the planet now.
Oh yeah, all those nice new roads they're building in my parts of the world.
So woken from a slumber and it's coming for you.
Puff the magic dragon. He lived by the sea.
Crazy enough. The Chinese are just—they've done this to put the final grip on their people, and what's the best way to do it? Money. Without being accused of every nation around the world of being, really. I mean, it can't get worse anyway. So
the Chinese government, the CDP, has announced that they will refund. I think it's like $15,000 dollars worth of whatever people have lost, but some people have lost like 250,000, 350,000.
Yeah. I mean, China be disappearing people all the time. China be sending their like kidnapping Chinese people from America here or whatever to take them back to China.
Really?
Kidnapping them, like missing. Yeah. Oh no, they're just back in China because CCP have sent agents to come get them. Like outside of the purview of the UK government, the American, just on their own tip, send the SEALs out, the agents undercover, get in the country, get this from a particular family or whatever. That could be political, could be anything, and snatch them.
Well, you know, there is a trend.
What do they call it? Repatriation.
Repatriation.
So yeah.
There is a rising craze, a rising trend of Chinese millionaires buying their ways out of China,
and then being killed because
because they got out.
Yeah,
you're
a traitor. You're a
The thing is that it does highlight that as much as it seems extreme to us, by right, the Chinese government has the right to do so.
That's their thing. That is literally their thing.
If you hold a passport. Any passport you hold, whoever's nationality you are, they ultimately have the right to do so if they pass it.
I think it's illegal to come snatch you, but because they have to go through the right channels to get you. But they don't give a fuck about rules. They don't care.
You put. Well, I know that this still
and like naturalized people as well, like technical Americans. But when they're doing it all the time, like how was the America going to be chasing down like? Technically, they're citizens, but with China, like you're coming up against China. They can't start no shit with China.
In wartime, they'll put those exact same people in camps. So, might as well let them have
all the Muslim Chinese in it, the Uyghurs, all in literally right now, like Holocaust camps, all across China. So,
and China has a good grip on how their history is written and portrayed. It's not making the Chinese history books.
They want to be the empire they were back in the day, and then they're getting there. I mean, who's stronger than China? No one.
The Huns have invaded China.
I know how funny that. Like even that, most people don't know that China is not just the Huns. Like when we think of Chinese person, we're only used to usually one image of a Chinese person, and that's a Han Chinese.
Yeah.
So that's I don't want to describe the.
Okay, don't do it. They know.
I'm not Asian. I'm not in that part of, you know what I mean. But like the Han Chinese, so the dominant, so the equivalent of the whites here in China, the Han are the dominant. But there's like 20 or 30 ethnic groups of China in the Chinese region, and obviously all these countries surrounding China were China at one point. So it's like insane how they've whitewashed even outside perception of their race, their culture, because they've just. Well, they're ethnically cleansers. That's what they do. They ethnically cleanse the population, and they're still doing it. And they want everyone to be Han and follow the Han religion and follow everything Han. And it's like, huh?
Yellow washed.
Yellow wash, yeah.
We're gonna have to beat that up.
Yellow wash.
That's the
People call me
Patreon.
yellow and I'm mixed face and they take piss. So fuck you, bitches. Okay? Yeah, I can say that. I can say yellow too. I'm a fucking Simpson. There you go.
Well, yeah.
Yeah, watch them send their CCP bots to take down the show. Oh,
No,
I mean, I've always wanted to go to China, but not anymore. Not anymore. For what? To see oppression? Fuck that.
Nah, they were very happy over there, prospering.
Yeah.
It's but yeah, China, the bubble that has burst over there, the housing bubble that's burst over there, is going to have a very negative impact on the global economy.
Of course.
Along with our good friend Putin. Putin has threatened the US, the United States of America, with nuclear weapons.
Yeah.
Weapons of mass destruction.
Weapons of mass destruction. The Americans were like, I saw the thing and it was like, we will not be intimidated. The American people, and like proper like
the United States of America does not negotiate with terrorists.
And he was like, we will respond. Try anything, bitch, and we'll be the first to come
with
for you.
fire
Like,
and fury.
yeah.
Putin is on job. He said, listen, the Eastern Bloc, the former Eastern Bloc, will not join NATO. I will prevent this.
He said, I'm annexing this country. I'm chopping it up into bits.
Yeah.
And he said, Ukrainian people be willing, not willing, sorry, what am I saying, willing? That's hilarious. He said, Ukrainian people, be prepared to fight for Russia.
Oh, wow.
Yep. So he's drafting in anyone who
Yeah,
can't get out
yeah.
in time.
Yeah.
And they'll be forced to kill their own people.
Mm-hmm.
Mad. He's so cruel, it's unbelievable. Cruel, but I mean, that's Russian made. They've never been a soft people.
No.
Quite the hardened lot.
The parsnip, the potato.
The potato.
You know,
The red potato. The hot and spicy lays. There you go. And the vodka. And the vodka.
If you, oh yeah, vodka.
We loved him for that.
That
Got to love him for something.
Dragunov.
You know? Other than that one character in Tekken, and then the one character in, what is it?
Street Fighter.
Street Fighter. There's always one giant Russian character.
It has to be, man.
And Rocky and who knows what.
Adrian!
Yeah.
Oh my God. You know what? I was at work. Here, and I burst into one room and was just like, "Get down! Get to the chopper!" One of my colleagues understood the reference.
She got the reference. I was thinking, will they be old enough to get it?
I know. Do you know what? That reference around others that aren't old enough to get it.
Yeah.
It's like
They're thinking how insensitive and how comment like
they don't get it. They just don't get it. I had to be aged and cultured.
Yeah.
To be aged and cultured
Like,
is a
we're
wonderful
almost
thing.
irrelevant. I know, like our generation is like the relevant ones. We're old enough to be grown, and we're still young enough to get it all, and blah blah blah.
Yeah.
But like 10 more years, and our time is done.
Yeah.
We're done. The early 90s babies, we're out here. We're not relevant no more.
Yeah. I'm telling you, there's phrases and words out there right now that if you heard it coming out in without getting a context or a hint of what the conversation is, you wouldn't know what it is.
Yeah.
Jeet. What does jeet mean?
Jeet, Jeet.
Yeah.
Jeet to come or something?
To come.
I don't
Okay,
even know.
close.
That's what I'm thinking. Jeet.
Close. It's to have sex.
Okay.
Jeet.
I mean, I just think of what does it sound like.
Yeah.
That's how English works. What does it sound like? It's usually what it sounds like. That's how they work. That's somehow how they worked out the language.
I got it. I don't know where that came from. Me, I was caught off guard by that one. I was like,
There's so many words. So all the lingo is getting lost. Like, it's going to get lost.
yeah.
And it cracks me up when the new generations be renewing old lingo like it's new.
Yeah.
Then within 5 minutes, everyone's saying it.
Yeah.
And it's like, this ain't new.
Shit. There was a saying I was supposed to get to catch on. Okay, obviously the first one is hashtag Vexsexuals. Where my Vexsexuals at? And then, fuck, I'm going to have to ask my colleague or spend the next week asking everyone that I'm in contact with. Did I say I was going to try to get this or that to... Fuck, I think I know who it is. I know who it is. I remember now. I'm going to ask them. I hope that they can remind me what the phrase is and we can get some nonsense going on.
This Urban Dictionary will keep things alive.
This is true. It will.
Yeah.
It will. Peppermint patties.
Yeah, those are the TikTokers. I have no idea where the younger generations are even at mentally. Like, because we never had to deal with.
Oh, bless them. They're in the gutter.
In the gutter are like
They're
ruined.
in the gutter. They really are.
Half of them are like on porn at the age of like 10. Now. Got to be. With their own phones. I'm seeing 7-year-olds with iPhones.
And vapes.
And
I'm serious.
I've got a couple of cousins that started smoking at least when they must have been 10. So
yeah, I'm serious.
Proper like, what did I read the newspaper thing talking about kids as young as 9? Obviously we know this, yeah, it's the older younger system and it's how it worked. But anyway, kids as young as 9 selling drugs, la la, 7 to 9 and all this, and how it's such a big thing here. And it's like, yeah.
It's because of snitching. It's because of snitching.
An older person indoctrinates a younger person, gives them their name, and says, you're my fucking representative around here, bitch. This is what you do and don't do.
I tell you what.
Here's a little something. Get rid of that by the end of the day. I want the money. That's how it works.
Yeah. Every parent listening to this who's got a child that is, say...
Secondary school, 10.
Secondary school, year 5. Year 5
Actually,
up to
year
secondary
5,
school.
yeah. They need to know early.
If your child plays out and spends a lot of time outside and has friends outside...
Yep. Older friends.
And even friends of their own age,
yeah, for sure.
because they can be introduced, older siblings or whatever else, yeah? Ambush them randomly and say, and ask them, so who's your older out there? Just hit them with that. Hit them with that question.
Yeah,
so who's your older out there? What do you go by out there?
Yeah.
If they freeze up.
Yeah, go on, actually. Go on, tell them.
If they freeze up and they think of a lie or they deny it, then you know you got your hands... You got a bit of work to do.
You got a little ragamuffin.
Yeah.
And you need to straighten them out. Because it will get deep. And they will not tell you shit.
Yeah. If they answer straight away, I don't have it older, then you might be in the safe space, but
They
be
might even
concerned.
say, what's an older?
Yeah. But be concerned, because if they say, I don't have an older, they may be getting into things off their own accord, off their own bat.
See, I wasn't allowed to take no older because my last name was not allowed. When you're born into a thing, you can't be going and taking another man's name and be doing things under another. If you're going to do anything, it's under the family name.
Right.
You know what I mean? You can't be a Blades and be a younger some. It's like that, yeah.
Totally right, man.
You know what I mean? All of these little this, that, and it's like, no.
Little maniac.
Not no manner for me. And this is my father or my grandfather. Like, that's how it was with us. But not everyone is born from a fucking a generation generations of underbelly crime. Let me not tell my whole business, but
it's a corporation. It's a respectable enterprise.
It's an enterprise,
respectable business.
But yeah, like they need to know, man, because these kids. Can you imagine now with the before? Yeah, our phones. All right, we had phones from we all had phones in year 7, didn't we? That's when I got mine.
Do you know what?
Because I had to travel an hour.
2017, no, 2023 would be. No, 2003, 2013. Okay, statute of limitations is up. My phone that I had in year 7 was a stolen phone.
Okay,
and
that's how you got yours.
Yeah, I did not have a phone provided for me legitimately.
I think I got mine for my birthday or Christmas. I'm not sure. So we started in September. I think I got my phone in Christmas. Mm-hmm. It was a Sony Ericsson. With the buttons in the screen, a really slim line, and polyphonic, obviously. What we can text, we can call.
Did it have? Was it black and had the orange?
Silver.
It was silver.
Mm-hmm. That was my first.
Silver white.
Phone.
Did it have orange strips on the side? No,
just slim silver screen, color screen, and the buttons.
Okay.
That was my official first phone.
Yeah.
But yeah, I got that the Christmas then of the first year because school was an hour away.
Yeah.
Up in fucking Bromley and shit. We were like, huh?
I was at least 5 or 6 phones deep by the time my parents actually got me one. But obviously, please don't live a life I lived.
No, do not do what we did or anything like. It's just not worth it. If anything, keep your head down.
Yeah, Wait it out until you're of age where your work can be rewarded or your mind can be rewarded financially, and you can blossom. And don't rush into making money.
No, don't try to be popular either. Don't try to do none of that. Just do your own thing. You're actually better off if you've got your own little space and your own little thing, because then you ain't taking on other people's beefs and other people's this and blah, blah, blah. It's like a thing.
Yeah. And if you do unfortunately have a dysfunctional background or dysfunctional home, look for positive stability somewhere, be it school, community centre, a friend, your extended family if you've got some, but find some constructive, positive, something stable for you to cling daily to until you're free of whatever dysfunction that is imposed on you as a young person. Because if you don't find something to keep you stable, it's a slippery road. Yeah,
a lot of people find secondary school rough. Like, they just find it as a rough, like, even going into it. Not me. I'd fucking fuck. I was so happy, like, because I got kept back, like, because the schools weren't good enough, and we moved or whatever, so it was out of certain brackets. So I was late joining by a month, 2 months.
Yeah.
So I joined, you lot were already at school, like, when I joined.
Okay.
I joined the same day as these names will get bleeded. And all of us all started the same day.
Well, that last one's in jail for life now.
I don't know what. Other than him, don't know what they're doing. But yeah, like, it was a rough school. So honestly, there wasn't too many eyes on, and I enjoyed that.
Yeah.
I don't think there are rough schools anymore.
Oh yeah. There still are. Oh. There still are. They're still out there. Nothing's changed.
So they're knocking them all down, rebuilding them like ours was.
They're putting new buildings, but it's the same. It's the same social problems coming in.
Yeah.
Social degradation. That's why we're here with our Vexxed Uncensored.
Yeah, it's been a good over a decade since we were at school, so not to snitch on ourselves, which we do all the time.
I'm an attack helicopter.
We're going to hit our first ad break, so guys, join us back for the Vexed portion of the show.
This episode is sponsored by Anchor, the free creation tool that allows you to edit and record your podcast from your phone or computer. Get your podcasts into all your favorite digital retailers. You can make money from your podcasts with no minimum listenership. Everything you need is in one place to start a podcast. Download the app now or visit anchor.fm to get started.
Here at Vexxed Uncensored, we strive to be our best selves, whatever that means for us. So we couldn't be happier to partner up with medical tourism company Pure Ada. They provide a variety of healthcare services, from everything including eye care, gastric band surgery, stem cell therapy, hair transplants, and a wide range of specialist treatments, all taken care of in the best clinics and hospitals Turkey has to offer. They have many insurance options to find the best fit for you, and to find out more, either contact us on social media or head over to pureada.co.
Welcome back to Vexxed Uncensored with me, Soon.
And me, Mo Vader.
And we're in the second part of the show where we vent our frustrations. We have a vexed moment. As usual, if you want to share yours, head over to Spotify and drop it right there. And who's going to go first this week?
I say you go first.
Okay. So let's start off light. It's all about Elon Musk today. Well, let's start off light. So, Rings of Power.
Yes.
The new show on Amazon Prime. Lord of the Rings. I don't know what you want to call it. Prequel. So it's a prequel, I guess.
Yeah.
So it's about, anyway, watch it for yourselves. It's really good, and I didn't expect it to be this good, and I'm really pleased with it. I think it's great. Sometimes all it takes is like one really powerful person to like thumbs down something, and it's gone.
Yeah.
Like it's gone. No one fucking wants it no more. Do you know what I mean? So Elon Musk wants to tweet out about, rings of power. This is not it. Oh, this is shit. J.R. Tolkien will be rolling around in his grave. All of this. And obviously he didn't go specific. So I'm like, what's the problem? Is it because there's black people in it now? Is it because there's like Asian people in it now?
Yeah.
Where before it was just all white people. Obviously it's set in like a fake version of like the British Isles, essentially, innit?
Okay.
Wales is the elves and the dwarves are the Scots, and that's how they've done it.
Right.
So it's like reflective of, it's like, I guess, adult history, fantastical history.
So hold on, who's the orcs?
I want to say like, I'm not sure.
No
Who
way.
are the orcs?
No way, because if the Kingdom of Men is England,
Yeah.
who the hell are the orcs?
What are they trying to say? I don't know. That's what I'm saying. These motherfuckers be doing this shit, but like, you know. So now you've got the five races, and in those races there's multicolored elves. There's black elves, white elves. They all love each other, but they hate the factions. The dwarves hate the elves. The men hate the whatever.
Yeah.
But there's no racism. There's just speciesism, if you want to call it that. So I'm like, is it because of that? Is it because it's not this particular part of the story? Like, whatever the problem is, in it, all it takes is one billionaire to have an opinion.
My God, long-eared Enox. Long-eared Enox.
They want to be like, yeah, he's a cyber geek with a facelift and a leather jacket. Like, at the end of the day, this is the thing as well. This is a whole nother show and a whole nother topic, but glow-ups, people who glow up.
Yeah.
So they had nothing. They were like the scourge of society in their own eyes, and then suddenly they become appealing in their teenagers, or they blossom, and underneath that pretty is still that poor, miserable, angry, negative. Gotta get it out. But yeah, glow ups. Beware of glow ups, guys. Just saying. And if you are one, like, yeah. Anyway, let me know.
They're listening in, thinking, yeah, he's on to us.
He's on to us. So my problem with him is, like, first of all, we like Rings of Power, bitch. We don't care if you do or not. If you don't want to watch it, turn over to Apple TV or something. Don't watch Amazon. Whatever you see. Maybe it's because of Bezos or some shit. I don't know. It's always something with them.
Yeah.
So it's like, fuck off Elon Musk. Second, with Elon Musk, Tesla Day.
All right.
So first of all, he's talking about J.R.R. Tolkien rolling in his grave. Do you know who's rolling in his grave?
Nikolai Tesla.
Nikolai motherfucking Tesla.
Yes, he is.
Made a whole brand of electric products that ain't even based off the technology that man worked his whole life to fucking build. And that was actually supposed to provide free energy to the world. And the technology still exists and works today. He hasn't incorporated any of that because he wants to make money. It's all like traditional AC circuitry and shit. Like all the electric cars, it's all the same old shit.
Yeah.
It's running off of fossil fuels and electricity. It's not helping no one.
He literally took the name and just that.
And just made his own little thing about it. Like, I'm really surprised he was even allowed to copyright the name. But anyway, so there's that. He's premiering the iRobot.
Oh shit! What, Sunny?
I think it was going to be called Tesla Bot, and now it's called fucking something. I don't know. Forgotten it already. But if you see it, it's like humanoid figure, black like face. It's going to have like a screen inside of it and like these spindly arms. It's 5'8". It's only made to walk a certain like speed walk, and the idea is so you can run away from it.
Elon with the mask.
With the mask.
With the mask is part of this red heifer's conspiracy.
I'm telling you, like, they've all got their part to play.
Yeah, that robot is going to download Skynet and we're fucked.
Then we're fucked. Like, he wants it to be in. So here's the way he sees it, yeah? And he does play in with all this economic, universal, what do they call it? Universal payment. So you can choose to work.
Right.
It's when we get to everything's automated to a point where humans choose to work if you want to. You don't have to. But everyone's going to get a certain amount in their bank accounts every month, whether you work or not. Doesn't matter, you just get it. Because so much money's been made from automation, it phases that out. So that is already projected. It's part of this 2030 bollocks. And the way he sees it is this robot will take on the tasks that humans don't want to do or choose not to do. It's going to be capable of pretty much fucking everything. And yeah, he's saying stuff like, yeah, it can only fast walk so you can run away from it. And then I'm thinking, why would you even say that? And then like he's pushing this as a real product. So making jokes about, I'm making it like a certain speed so you can like run for your life isn't funny to me. Like it was funny, but not funny because it's not like hypothetical. And then he said, it's 5'8". So that's, I mean, the average height for men, I would say, is 5'9", but maybe not. But that's what we say, don't we? But he's saying it can carry ton. Like it's
built.
He's gonna do the prototype. He showed the model of it last year. He's doing a prototype this year, allegedly at the end of this month.
Yeah.
And I'm like, okay, so you're pushing. This is like not a fun. This isn't just an out the blue thing. Like no one's done this yet. Despite all these companies building their parts of technologies, no one done this yet.
If it can get control of the military robots, like, you know, did you ever see that dog that just it runs both ways?
Yeah, it can open doors.
Yeah, they actually have Terminators.
Yeah, Boston Dynamics, that's them.
Yeah,
them fuckers.
If they can get control of that,
they've already I think they've already got military contracts, which is insane. Because I guess that's who else would you sell to if you're spending that much money to develop? Got to be the military or the government.
Yeah.
People be seeing it as like, oh, look how great they're advancing technology. They're only doing it for military purposes. Now Elon's getting in on the domestic thing and like the warehouse society, everyone's best friend, read to your child at night. All of that. Cameras, it's got 5 cameras in its head, built in its head, so it can do what it's got to do. Well, them 5 cameras are on you all the time. Like, yeah. It's just like, I don't understand how everyone's so blind, but apparently they're meant to be. But anyway, so there's that. Then there's Starlink.
Yeah.
Starlink is active and available right now. So I believe on the App Store you can download Starlink. You've got to pay for it. So what, like, you say you want internet, you go to BT, Virgin, wherever. Yeah. You pay them money to come install the thing there. With him, you pay a monthly. You pay up front for the satellite dish. It's this big.
Yeah.
So what's that, like 3 feet? Less than that. Tiny ass satellite dish. You put it outside. You put the wire. The fastest internet. It's like the fastest internet. And the point is, it's coming from satellites.
Okay.
So what he's been doing is shooting hundreds of satellites, visible satellites. So if you one day you're walking down the street and it's night and you're seeing big 5 white bright orbs in the sky traveling in a line and you think, fucking hell, I'm seeing UFOs. Nah, that's just Tesla. Every government is letting this motherfucker literally like cloud R. Like there's people on TikTok and all that, like, what am I seeing? It's these satellites orbiting for fucking internet, so you can get in the mountains. Who the fuck wants internet in the mountains? They don't give a shit about internet.
That's true.
Do you know what I mean? Who gives a fuck? And he's charging obviously all this money and it's very fast internet. I mean, it's satellite, you can't go wrong, I guess. Thing apparently is 10 seconds. It says point it at the sky and then it's done. Like the link is done.
Yeah.
That's scary as fuck to me at the end of the day. And if people don't realise what the difference between a cable in the ground and a fucking satellite orbiting the earth, what it can see, what it can monitor, it's directly linked to your coordinates at all time. Like, huh? So he wants satellites in the sky, fucking up with what we see in the sky. Then it's all for his satellite internet that no one really needs. And it's going to be, and then he wants a robot in your house with 5 cameras in his head doing all your shit for you. Then he's putting out a Tesla phone as well.
Yeah.
It's like he's just like,
I want your
and
life.
everyone's like clapping their hands like, this is so fun, and and it's like, you fuckers are going to get us in trouble if you don't wake up, because then everyone's going to be like, he's going to take over Apple, he's their only competitor, like he's the only one. They're like, fuck, if he puts out a phone, he's got the money to develop a much better phone than Apple does. They're not willing to spend that on a model.
It's true.
It's going to have all these things in it, and I'm like, I don't know. I just think people should.
At what point do they say, okay, stop, let's think about this for a minute?
What? Yeah, like they were saying to Google, oh, soon we have to split up Google. It's too big, it's too powerful. Have they done that yet?
Nope.
No. Because BlackRock, because the Alphabet, then there's Google, do you know what I mean? And there's all the millions of products and shit that they do. They run our internet. Like, we couldn't have internet working on our shit without Google Play services. And
yeah, it's true.
we're lost without them.
Yeah, I had a phone that for some reason it deleted Play services. I couldn't download it again. That was it. That was it.
Nothing worked.
It was useless.
Calendars don't work. Contacts, like nothing. So even YouTube don't work. Yeah.
Yeah, it was useless.
All of them, all the apps. So it's just like insane how many humans are on the planet. 8 billion. Versus the humans who are making, dictating, changing reality in daily lives for us. It's like a handful. Yeah. And it's like, you come on now. Do I really have to be like...
What a way to stick it to the old man.
Yeah. Like a party to this shit? Or am I going to get locked away or disappeared? Because I'm really not feeling it. You know?
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my Vex segment for this week.
It makes mine seem a bit trivial now.
Oh man, it's a Vex moment is never trivial. Never trivial.
My thing, it ties in part to a historical event,
Right.
and to a present reoccurrence of that event.
Okay.
Now, what vexed me in this time off is there's an exclusive pocket of society who believes it is okay to have sex during the menstrual cycle. Yeah.
I thought that was a joke.
Oh, there's no joke, sir. That is
I
no
thought people
joke.
would joke about that.
No joke.
I think there's one person that I was like, hold on, you joke a bit too much about it. Like, are you
They weren't
actually
joking.
eating vaginas when they're
They wasn't
hemorrhaging blood?
joking. They wasn't joking.
Like, huh?
They wasn't joking.
That is
No.
sick.
I'm a special kind of
That's a
researcher.
bloodbath. That's
yeah.
not even hygienic.
It's not, is it? It's
Do you want blood in your urethra?
You're not supposed to want
I
it.
don't want no blood in mine.
To do it, I don't know. You haven't put much thought into it, or I don't know. Look, what I can say is what vexed me is I was offered that, and it brought me back. It brought me back to a traumatic time in my life where
Yeah.
accidentally I engaged in
I think
such acts.
that's happened to everyone, I think.
And if I recall correctly, down there was like you'd need a dick made of adamantium to be regularly and normally
Adamantium.
having sex with while someone's on their period.
Because that's like,
My dick was aching. My balls
listen, this
were like
is what
2
I'm
or 3.
thinking. Because like, that's amniotic.
Yeah,
That's like inside stomach lining. That's uterus lining. Like that's
sepsis waiting to happen.
that whatever's in there sustains a life for a human and stuff.
Yeah.
It coming out is meant to be like it's toxic, innit? That's where I'm getting at. Like, do you know when like there was this thing where like girls would leave their tampons in for too long?
Yeah, they're going to toxic shock.
Toxic shock, and they don't realise it's possible because the blood is just like coagulating, and it's poisoning your body. It's meant to be like
Just
out of your
flushed.
body. Same as if you're constipated, you've got waste just sitting in your body, like falling apart and rupturing, decomposing. I guess.
Getting reabsorbed.
Yeah,
SpongeBob SquarePants.
but you know, like more when. Alright, it's only happened to me once or twice, but it's like younger years because they don't know the run,
Yeah, that's what had happened to me.
and then it was like that. But after 18, no. You expect like them to know what your dates, your whatever you got to do.
I thought I got the bug. Honestly,
wow.
I really thought I got the bug.
Oh,
I was in
shit.
so much pain. It was
Oh,
very
this is
unpleasant.
good. This is men's health topic. Like people need to know this. So I'm sure, like it's just it just don't seem
Even
right.
people know this. Yeah, there's some psychopaths out there that enjoy it. And like I said, adamantium for a dick, because how do you not even get sore, have a reaction, or
Why would you
what the
even want
hell?
to see that? Why would you even want that? Like the image and all of it. Like that's psycho killers waiting to happen.
I need someone to call in and explain this.
Yeah.
Like,
Who gets indulged in the sight of blood
Is
and
it-
then turned on?
Is it like poisoning where if you get enough of a dose of it, you become immune to it? Like microdosing,
We're probably doing so much to their dicks to even know.
slamming it indoors.
Like people just be doing the most of her. Then it's just like, how do you even have feelings down
Do
there?
you know what? I seen clips of people kicking the shit out of a man's balls and
Everything,
it's like,
everything. They're doing everything.
there's so much videos, different.
They're sick people,
How
and
the
all you
hell?
got to do to know the real like what's going on in the world. Watch porn. You're seeing the real deal. It's what cracks me up about OnlyFans. They're kind of all showing their real ourselves on there. Like how nasty, like nasty everyone is. Like, oh fucking hell, shocking me. Like what?
Spit in my ear and call me a whore.
You know, we think in your head you think, oh, a bit of a whore. Like everyone does at some point, but no, compared
like
to like
that.
the world,
Not like that. Yeah, it's sickening.
it is, isn't it? It's like,
Sickening.
yeah, you got to be twisted. You got to have like some real problems to work out in therapy or something.
Those problems can't be worked out. They're there. They're not going anywhere. They're there.
Yeah,
You're gonna live with it. You're gonna live with
them
them.
problems.
But-
Oh, no one wants them problems.
But again, of course, as always, go Vexsexuals.
Yeah, and
Vexsexuals
if you're
assemble.
offering bloody pussy, like if you're offering up bloody pussy, you also need your head checked.
Yeah, please refrain.
Mm.
It's not okay. 'Cause I've seen even interviews of you know the type. You know the type.
Yeah, yeah.
They're like, it's really sensual and it's great
Oh,
at
what?
bonding with your partner.
Oh hell no!
It's healthy. It actually
They
helps
dating
the
vampire?
process.
Oh please!
You know,
Helps the process.
Oh.
What, shoving blood back up the vagina by way of a penis?
smearing it in.
Yeah,
Right.
like putting it in places it ain't meant to be.
Let me work it back into the wound. Massage the wound with it. The
Oh.
fuck you doing?
Yeah, people are mad. Like, even just like girls going to the facialist and getting their blood taken out, whizzed around in the machine, and then injected all in their face and stuff. Like, why are you playing with blood? That's like blood magic to me. That's blood magic. And like, you know, witches
Yeah.
do like, that's a form of magic. Is they take out their menstrual stuff and they curse with it and they do things with it and they do witchcraft with it. Like,
I do voodoo.
yeah, voodoo. Yeah, didn't want to say the specific because it's a religion. But yeah, voodoo.
Oh, is voodoo a religion now?
So it always has been.
Always has been.
They've got their gods and.
So voodoo isn't witchcraft. Like the way
No,
that
it
we
is.
say it's witchcraft.
So it's like so you know, like Catholic Church will call their processes rites,
Yeah.
rituals. Still a ritual, still called a ritual, but it's not witchcraft because they're praising the creator of all things. So witchcraft is your
So it's potato
praising,
really.
No, because you've got the idea of like God, creator of like everything, and then you've got from like one source, and then you've got like polytheistic. They're picking out like there'll be a sun god, a grass god, a tree god, a sea god. We call them demons. And they're going to these entities, whether they exist or not, and like bargaining and doing things. And they're instructed, like witchcraft is an instruction. You get it from somewhere. You don't just magic up a will or know how. So that's what they do. What do they even like all throughout Africa, like Orishas, similar shit. So there are things in there, like praying is praying. Doing a ritual on someone or to someone, even if it's a blessing, that's witchcraft. Crystals, charging crystals, and some people don't even know they're witches and they're witches. They don't even know they're witches.
No, they know.
They don't. They have no clue. They're
They
charging up crystals in the sun.
They know. They can
and
feel
picking
it.
them out and doing charms. And
All of those people renounce religion or
I mean, you've got Christians.
faith in the God.
Yeah.
They renounce it and they don't practice.
because they're looking
don't
at a
practice
crystal to save them and help them and protect them.
it. Yeah, they
And
know.
you've got Christians and Muslims that all they've got the crystals.
Isn't burning sage the same thing?
Sage is
It's a
witchcraft.
thing,
Yeah.
it's witchcraft, isn't it?
It's witchcraft.
Yeah, I thought so. Babala will.
Yeah,
See the
incense
Mahabu.
is incense specifically because it's just perfume, basically. Like that's
I've
used in
seen-
prayer.
I've seen how they use it.
Yeah.
I don't burn incense.
Even in the Bible, in the old days, so the Jews would, when they were sacrificing, they'd burn incense as well. Sweet smelling vapors. As a soul of an innocent animal is clean enough and holy enough to go to God, go near God. That's the point. But like that's not considered. But sage is native. That's native magic.
That's witchcraft.
Native American magic. Sorry, that's where that comes from. So originates. Sorry, sage and all that. So
It's all judged to me.
it really is. Other than praying, like it's juju. It's witchcraft.
Wow. That's a good note to leave them on, isn't it?
Yeah,
Enjoy
it's
your
Halloween. It's
witchcraft.
almost Halloween, so I mean, hey,
Oh yeah.
yeah.
This will probably be out by what, say, first, second.
This will be out, first week of October, I'm sure.
Yeah.
Definitely.
I think I'm working on that night.
Yeah. Well, what's the first? What date's that?
That's Saturday.
Check, because what is it even?
No, it's
now?
Saturday or Sunday.
Okay. Yeah, we will definitely have a show out the first week of October. We might have,
Two
one
back.
closer to it.
Yeah.
Oh, 1st of October's that weekend. Yeah.
Yeah, it'll be out.
Yeah, it'll be fun. But yeah, season 4, guys. Hope you enjoyed the episode and stick around. We're on YouTube, Spotify, but we're also on Audible. So,
Yeah.
check us out
If
anywhere you
books.
like.
If you like books.
If you like books.
What was I gonna say? Please, men, women, ladies and gentlemen, respect the slags code.
What's the sex code to remind them? Take it and shut up.
When you're out there enjoying being a slag,
Right.
and
Kiss and don't tell.
yeah, don't tell.
Yeah, but you need dignity on some level for that, don't you?
What, to tell?
No, to not tell.
Well,
Respect, dignity, something.
being a slag, right, is what nations was built upon. Your duty to society is detrimental. It is make or break. By telling,
Yeah.
you break an ancient bond between yourself and your co-slag.
Yeah.
When that bond is broken, look at society today.
Yeah.
After all of the succession of slags breaking the code, Lewinsky,
Did she break the code? Or
Yeah.
was it broken on her?
she broke the code. She
Did she?
admitted to it.
Okay.
She admitted to it after he had denied it. Like, he had denied it. There was all this evidence. There was all this and that.
Yeah.
Perfect
She was shagging
example.
the president. He won't just. I mean, it's the president for fuck's sake.
Suck ups.
Like,
She was giving him suck ups. And then look at this in comparison, right?
yeah.
Marilyn Monroe, a true woman.
Oh yeah. That's what I mean. She kept her dignity.
She did not tell.
Yeah. She kept
Even
it.
though it was common knowledge.
And she could still do movies, and she could still do her job, and be like, mind your fucking business, people.
Exactly.
They could say what they wanted and see her with whoever they wanted, but you're right. They never actually saw her in the bedroom doing anything with anyone,
They didn't.
or heard it from her mouth.
But look at the current trend today.
Yeah.
Slags are breaking the code.
Oh, they don't.
They're airing you out.
And
They're
they're
airing
dumb.
themselves
And
out
they're dumb to get caught. Yeah, they're just
for 5 minutes of fame. Let's not forget, we have a long life to live.
Well, people forget that.
Yeah, you have a long life to live.
Don't get run out by the age of 21.
Yeah. Why are you burning your lifeline out just to out someone out? You're gonna. It don't make no sense. Please respect the slag's code.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's between you and God, right? So keep it that way until you meet him.
Yeah, shameful.
You know?
You gotta love him.
Gotta love him.
Gotta love him. Well, listeners,
Is that our last one? Is that our last word of this episode?
I think so. I mean, ideally, I'd wanna drag it out a little bit, get it up. Get up to
When you've
about
been
2
gone,
hours.
who knew for a month would do so much? It's just, it's really good to be back to the show, is all I gotta say.
Yeah, it's been lovely, people, man.
Yeah.
I'm happy to be back. You'll be hearing from us next week.
Yeah.
Couple days. Don't know how this is
Fuck
gonna drop.
knows. Do you know what? I feel like the news is we're gonna have a lot to talk about this season.
Yeah.
Just got a feeling. Just got a feeling.
Yeah. So I guess
Yeah.
we'll let the adverts run it out and
Yes, we're gonna sign out, guys. Follow us at Vexxed Uncensored everywhere. We'll see you next week.